Hey guys, welcome back to another archnemesisracing video, where today, on Sunday of the day of filming this and recording and editing this, I did a triple session, public session, all that, so let's just hop straight into it. Okay, now coming straight out of the pits, you can see Jim Does Karting is right in front of me, because we also agreed that he would try and block me as hard as he could and I would try and overtake him. So he would just defend to the max on me. Now first we see a double cut, we just go straight through. Coming through this hairpin, you could call it. We're both about the same line, but I am losing him a bit on the straight. Where you can see there was definitely a car difference there. But now we are coming through this long corner. We find this adult cart. Jam him a bit, you know, all as well. And we just go straight through. And coming around to this hairpin, I miss my apex entirely, which is just horrendous. Pit corner, we are both on the same line. He's a bit quicker in this race, but this was still the first one. We still had 3 left. At this time, I only think we have 2, because we end up doing 3, but anyway, then it becomes yellows, and that happens a lot in these public sessions. You would be amazed. If you're a quick driver and you go into a public session, you'll see how many times it goes yellow. It's crazy. Anyway, we are straight back to green. And coming through this hairpin, you could call it, I catch straight back up, you know, because I could go back up to pace. And you can see up ahead, there's a double cart. Double carts are quite tricky to get around because they're bigger than the normal carts. So there's not much room for overtaking or mistakes if you're behind them, because one mistake you could pit them, something like that, you know, get black flagged. Jimmy Does Karting is trying to find a line, but he just can't. And then they get into a bit of biffo. I go past, and I'm just like, what just happened? And then I go on to catch this double cart, and maybe I can do better and give it a shot. So I'm just trying to catch them a bit, see if I can go around anywhere, which doesn't happen, but... And I am seeing that they are sliding a lot, so I have to be quite careful here, because, you know, you don't want to spin someone. I see a gap, I send it, I don't get room, and I get pushed a lot. And then I end up side by side with this cart on the straight. I'm trying to send stuff, then Jim Does Karting goes down my inside, and then I get pushed wide because he has nowhere else to go. And then I'm on the outside of Jim Does Karting there, and then he's trying to go catch that double cart. Double cart goes wide. I hit Jim Does Karting. He goes straight through with that speed boost. And then I go straight through on that double cart, and I'm like, this is my line. I'm going straight through. Now I have to take a tighter line there because of that. And oh my lord, I am just baffled on that, but that's alright. So I am trying to catch Jim Does Karting a lot here because, you know, I want to try and overtake him. I want to battle with him since that's really fun in rentals. But I don't catch him for a little, so let's get into the way more chaotic stuff. Okay, now coming to pit corner, Jamer gap, and oh, I've got nowhere to go, and he was quite mad at that. Just didn't give him room, but it's whatever. But yeah, that was one of the crashes. So Jimmy Does Karting got really unlucky this race. He got spun, or like people tried to spin him so much. I just had a clean race. Like, it's crazy how bad his luck was in this race. But that crash also was nasty. So, from here, it's just a lot of hot laps. We do get traffic, you know, because it's an open public session at, like, the middle of the day. But it's pretty much hot laps, but kind of bad hot laps, because this was a horrendous kart. But yeah, other than that, it's hot laps and traffic. So we will get straight into some of the traffic. Now coming to last corner, I try and set a switch back up on this person here, but I don't have the speed for it. And, you know, they don't know how to drive because this is their first time. You can't blame anyone. in public sessions, but I try and go for the inside move. I don't see anything. I get kind of disappointed, and he almost spins and almost hits me, so that was lovely. And I go straight through there, and there's an double cart, so, and I see a gap, may as well take it, you know. So coming up to a adult cart, like most of the time, since it goes wide, sort of, I guess, I try and just go straight through. I just take it, because you see a gap in public sessions, you kind of just gotta send it. Like, you just gotta whip it and send it. But pit corner, there was no one, and I was just going straight through. But the tricky thing is with these adult carts, they're so much quicker than you on the straight, and it's so hard to overtake them for that reason. But anyway, back onto a new lap. I hit that apex alright, I guess you could say. And second corner, that was alright again. I'm shaking my head because it was so mid. But coming through that corner again, it was mid. I was not doing too good in the first session because bad kart and bad driving, because rusty, you know. And coming through this corner, pretty good. Pretty nice. I'll admit it. Because that corner is usually like that, because it's a pretty easy corner, but... And through the hairpin, again, nice. And pit corner, probably going to be the same. Exactly, just nice. Because these were alright laps, you know. I couldn't do too good, and I took a horrible line there for some reason. But, other than that, let's just get straight on to the next session. Now, this was the longest wait I've ever been in the pits. I was waiting here for like 5 minutes because we were in our carts when they still had like a minute left in the session. And then, you know, get into the carts. I gotta get everyone prepped. This took so long. I was waiting forever. Okay, then visor slammed shut. And already past one. And turn one. These are very cold tires, which was not helping at all. This driver here, I just don't know really where to get around. And then on the straights, guess what? I'm getting gapped. I mean, not yet, but I was really struggling to get around this driver. But that's all there really is for this driver. But I'm trying to send different gaps that are going nowhere. I do get quietly squeezed there and then squeeze into that barrier there. So I have nowhere else to go at that point, and I just take the move. I just take it because, I mean, I may as well. But then it's just, you know, last corner, I did end up getting a dirt bump, I think, which was a little bit crazy, but that's okay. And coming through turn one again, I'm pretty smooth. I'm pretty good, which is really what you want. I am trying to warm my tires a bit because they were freezing, even though it was so late in the day. It was just crazy. And I just, straight past. I am laughing of that because I literally went, in my helmet and straight past. But hairpin up here, take that. Pretty nice, pretty good. And pit corner, in, out, and done. And then last corner, I'm trying to like look down, get all of that aerodynamics. I do not do this second session great at all. I did get a 53.028 because I drive better in league. It's scientific. It is scientifically proven. But yeah, I'm taking this corner pretty nice. You do want to get quite tight there instead of trying to miss your first one and carry more speed. I did have to itch my nose there, so that was quite bad. Probably got a few bugs into my eyes there. And again, there's not really much else on this second session. There wasn't really much traffic, which is kind of good if you think about it. But the third session, there was a lot more. There was like 15 people in this session though, which is a lot of people. Think about 15 people come up to you in person. Like, it's crazy. And then coming through turn 1, I do encounter this guy, which this is the thing though, you slow down and then you try and go back up, and an adult cart just gaps you. It's crazy. So, I mean, I'm not really finding any gaps so far, and guess what? He's gone. I'm like, this is not fair. But it's whatever. I mean, it is an adult car, so they would always gap you on the straight. I kind of just go side by side, and I just kind of go through. And oh my, he's doing it. He's doing it. 3 people around the outside on one corner. One singular corner. Whoa. What is this? How have I just gone around 3 people in one corner? That's really crazy. Now, I don't do that corner very good, but it's a whatever. So, onto another lap. I encounter another adult cart here. I'm not really finding any gap, but that's where you just gotta slow it down a bit. And I just kind of go around the long way there. And then another junior cart up here. I just kind of try and go around the outside, but I get a bit forced there. So, in the end, I'm just seeing if I can pass him on the straight, and I do it. I'm like, come on, get the gap, and go past. So, this was a pretty good second session, you know, except for being forced pretty much into a barrier. That's not the point. And it was quite fun doing all these triple sessions because I got to do a lot of racing and a lot of laps. It was 36 laps in total, which is crazy. That's more than you would do in a grand final. But yeah, last corner, pretty good. And that corner, pretty good as well. So that was one of the better laps. So let's get into the more chaotic laps. Now we're gonna have to look really closely, but you can see Jim at us karting gets pushed and accidentally spins somebody. I don't know how I got that on camera at all. I was like looking over there like, what? How does that keep on happening? He got squeezed into the barrier 4 times. So it is yellows right now, but I see this guy up in front of me and I know I gotta overtake him. So it's back onto greens and I am chasing this guy. Now I do get alongside here, but someone gives me no room. I almost spin him, then he's still there. I try and come over and he almost spins me. That is the most like chaotic thing ever. Like, that is not fair, man. But that's whatever. Now I am coming up on another junior kart who kind of actually hit his apexes, which you don't see much in rental karting at all. I'm kind of struggling because I don't know really where to go around because this guy's actually up to pace a bit. Like, you know, not like league pace, but I just find a gap and I just slide straight through. Directly straight through. Like, meow, straight through. And coming on to another lap again. Taking first turn pretty nice. And second bit, I guess. I got a don't bump for that somehow. That is not fair at all, but it's whatever. But yeah, I'm back onto the straight and talking, and that's all it is for now, since I'm not really encountering any traffic from this point. I mean, there is some ahead, but not ahead to catch right now. I do catch him this lap, I'm pretty sure. But, and then the yellows came out, and I was like, ugh, because they just did not stop coming out. It was yellows or it was traffic, and I just could not get a clean lap. But that's what you get when you start racing. Now I'm behind this person again, who, if you remember from the start of the video, I think, a bit earlier, I was really struggling to get around. But this is where I start catching this person. A lot. And I don't know where to go at this point. Like, I'm going for everything, but I can't send anything, you know? Like, I was trying so hard to, like, overtake. I was trying to go outside. I just follow this person straight through. And I'm, like, side by side. And then I'm not side by side. And then I get gapped because of speed. and then I get pushed right here, and I get gapped again, and then I go straight back, and then I'm just tweaking. Like, I'm just kind of furious right now because, you know, I want to get some clean laps in. But again, turn one, like, this person's gone, and then I catch straight back up because, you know, the speed difference is crazy in between adult karts and junior karts. It's wild. And I'm catching, and guess what? Gone on the straights. Gone on the straights. And I'm not catching too much, but I catch right here. So this was my issue right now, is I'm way better in the corners, but straights I'm getting gapped, which is the most tricky thing in public sessions, but it's whatever. So then I am accidentally tapping this person in front, and oh, I'm just furious right now. And I try and go like the long way, and then I get let around finally. But that's pretty much it for the second session, so let's just jump straight into the third one. Now, jumping into the third session of the day, yeah, just rocking it out of the pits. I did come out first, which was lovely. No adult karts, no double karts coming out in front of me, nothing. So these first few laps, 1, 2, 3, whatever it was, were pretty chill, which I'm very happy with, because that means I can run some hot laps, but it just did not end up happening, so that was quite sad. But yeah, I did have to adjust my steering wheel there, because it came down, which sucks entirely, by the way, when that was my fault because I didn't tighten the steering wheel enough, but it's whatever. So let's get into the more chaos laps. Okay, now going around the outside of that person there, and that's the first overtake complete. Now I see another person up ahead here, where I look for moves, I back out, oh, and he's around the outside, holy moly. Holy anchovies, and boom, I faked that kid so many times, bro. I'm feeling like prime Daniel Ricciardo right now. Like, that's just crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for traffic, although there is one more person up ahead, but you don't catch him for too long, so but yeah, I am starting to catch this guy up ahead, so this is where we are. See how well I can overtake adult karts. I lose him, and I catch him. And oh, he's going for the switchback. Oh, no. Loses it on the straight, and then you can see this guy up ahead is gone. And then I'm straight back. It's pretty wild, and I just go straight down the inside, and that is the second overtake complete. Now onto the straight, trying to tuck, but the seatbelt was so tight, so that wasn't great. Coming around to this hairpin, I hit that pretty nice, and the yellow's gone. The yellows always just come on. I'm pretty sure in the first or second session, one of the yellows was Jimetta's karting stopping and tightening his steering wheel. Roll the clip. Yeah, those were some very violent crashes, and you can literally hear him just suffering. But yeah, just rocket around that person again, straight around. which it was like for most of the traffic in this session. Well, some of it, I guess. You could just rocket straight past and it was that easy. But there's not much traffic, so let's just get into some more traffic. Okay, now coming up on this guy here, I'm just nits around the outside. Like always, round the outside. And I'm pretty sure of the time of editing this that is the rest of the traffic. But now it's just hot lapping, where Jim and I's karting was only 37 milliseconds off of my best. Now, these were some very fun triple sessions. I would definitely recommend it if you guys are doing a double, maybe just stay one more. But now the yellows are on. But yeah, so this triple session was very fun, and I would recommend it to all you guys. And thank you for watching till the end of this very long video if you did. So yeah, see ya.